Thank you very much for spending your Tuesday evening with us. You are at the International Pop Overthrow Music Festival. Thank you. Here at Redwood Bar for our third year in a row, but we've been here in LA doing this festival for 25 years. And we couldn't be happier. We're so glad we're still able to do this, and there's so much talent out there. Well, we're definitely getting a little bit of clipping here on the mic. Maybe I need to just get closer. All right. Nope, it's definitely going in and out, Nate. Check, 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 check. And anyway, we've got lots more for you tonight, and then we're going to be here through Saturday, August 10th, with all the shows right here at Redwood. Check us out at internationalpopoverthrow.com. Well, we do this festival in many different cities, and one of them is my original hometown, New York, and it's been about 15 years or so, but back then he was living in New York. He was part of a duo called McGinty and White. That's where I met him. Then I found out he moved out here, and he doesn't play live very often, so I was thrilled when he accepted my invitation to play this year. He's a great singer-songwriter and has a brand new CD called Here Come the Dousers, which is on the Think Like a Key label. Do you have some with you tonight? Oh. Wherever records and tapes are sold, both in stores and online. So check it out. All right, I've been waiting to see him for a long time. Would you please give a huge welcome to Ward White?
Thank you. Like most pop songs, this is about the existential crisis of Burt Reynolds' stunt double, whose custom elevator shoes have been purloined by an aggrieved hotel porter / aspiring actor. It has no chorus. Buzz was a little bit pregnant when they gave him the news about his elevator shoes. Spanish Andy did not clock in, and the overnight orders went on with him. Can we offer you a loner path from the lost and found? The shoes have already been featured in a roundhouse kick in close-up. Oh, I'm starting to feel sick. On set he's Mr. Reynolds and don't call him Bert. It's my job to see that he doesn't get hurt. But Mr. Reynolds is an inch too tall, and if I step into the frame to take his fall, the transition must be seamless. Continuity is an unforgiving mistress. fillers and extras. Minimum 5'9" with some potential for a line. The colors off and they don't really fit, but for the extra inch I'll get over it. And the night clerk always swears they'll never make a Puerto Rican the concierge. Yet Bert remains a fixture. You say, Andy boy, you might just save this, might just save this picture. Thank you. If you got any room to bring me up in the wedge, you know, I'm a wedge wimp, so I'll take everything in. You can get me there. Oh, this song references Luella Parsons in the chorus, so you know, it's just TikTok fodder. Smoking weed and drinking blue Gatorade, that's the way the deal was made, and thus your fate was sealed. Well, I don't think the film will see the light of day, locked up in the vault of forgotten dreams. We'll sell the lights and irrigate the atmosphere, watch the TV disappear. Missions will fall to concrete. Sunset over Babylon, the big premiere. The desert never was gracious in defeat. Here come the Dowsers, Luella and Bowser, spooked to be true. Whoever finds water here will rule like a pharaoh. The footprint is narrow, so sell them the view. What can we get out of it that we don't put into it? And what can we get out of this today? What can we get out of it that we don't put into it? And what can we get out of this today? It's dry as a martini in the aqueduct. Winners aren't down to luck. You've got to write yourself in. All those dusty okies off the turnip truck, scratching at the dirt for Errol Flynn. Cinerama sinners when the West was all greatest story ever told. Pilot who loves you, baby. The palm trees aren't native and the rights are sold. These epics look so small playing on TV. Here come the Dowsers, Luella and Bowser, scoop to be true. Whoever finds water here will rule like a pharaoh. The footprint is narrow, so sell them the view. Here come the Dowsers, Luella and Bowser, scoop to be true. Whoever finds water here will rule like a pharaoh. Footprint is narrow, so sell them the view. What can we get out of it that we don't put into it? And what can we get out of this today? So these are all from my new record, which is a Hollywood song cycle about the speculative aspect of the development of Southern California and the movie business. So everybody's a cog in the machine who sings in this. So this would be the faded ingenue who is gunning for a late career comeback through an appearance in a festival darling indie picture. This is called Cliffhanger. I want to spill my guts, turn on your tape recorder. I want to go to bits on national TV. My shrinky loves a cliffhanger, shall we stop there? Will you tell me? I dreamed I saw my tiny bones encased in amber. I want to promenade along the Côte d'Azur. If they judge on substance, we'll take the Palme d'Or. I feel quite sure. Falling out of frame, I see the things I might have done. Don't forget to thank the Academy. We'll ride to tell you right on this trend. Don't forget to thank the Academy. We'll ride to tell you right on this trend. I'm asking you as a friend. I didn't watch it, so don't give away the end. So how could they forget me? It isn't my fault, oh, the pictures got so small. Who needs more catharsis from some grad school Barbie doll? Falling out of frame, I see the things I might have done. Falling out of frame, I see the things I might have done. And there's no statuette to cling to. Don't forget to thank the Academy. We'll ride to tell you right on this trend. Don't forget to thank the Academy. We'll ride to tell you right on this trend. I'm asking you as a friend. I didn't watch it, so don't give away the end. I didn't watch it, so don't give away the end. We made a town, so we needed a sign. Something for the tourists on the city line. In went the sewers on the grid design. We're on the map. Built a pagoda, wouldn't hire Chinese. Now all our funding comes from overseas. Ancient handprints of the chimpanzees, monkey to man. Who wants to live in our town? What sucker wants to put his roots down? Whose son is gonna be the weak link in the backfield? Whose daughter's gonna go sailing through the windshield? What cowboy's gonna land on Hedda's hot plate if he can't shoot straight? We made some money, so we started to spread. Ballooning budgets crippling overhead. Bulldoze the projects and exhume the dead. They're in the way. We had some trouble, so we hired a cop. Choked out a student on a traffic stop. He was acquitted with a photo op. Justice was served. Who wants to live in our town? What sucker wants to put his roots down? Whose son is gonna be the weak link in the backfield? Whose daughter's gonna go sailing through the windshield? What cowboy's gonna land on Hedda's hot plate if he can't shoot straight? Who wants to live in our town? 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 What sucker wants to put his? Whose son is gonna be the weak link in the backfield? Whose daughter's gonna go sailing through the windshield? What cowboy's gonna land on Hedda's hot plate if he can't shoot straight? So for this coda, there's whistling of the melody, but I'm now outing myself as being entirely unable to whistle and admitting that I used a ringer on the record, uncredited. So now you know. From Luella Parsons to Hedda Hopper in that one, so if anybody's keeping score, God knows I'm not. The title of this song comes from the strangest road sign I ever encountered in the wild. It was in eastern Tennessee, and it was on a residential street, and it simply said, "Slow sickness." And it's haunted me ever since. What on earth could that possibly mean? But I knew there was going to be a song that had to be called "Slow Sickness." Anyway, this one concerns the Hollywood super agent as he sort of ponders his golden handcuffs. Slow sickness, I wish I was afraid of different things, but you can't ignore the telephone when it rings. Cold comfort for the leading man on the receiving end. They don't think you're right for this, I tell you as your friend. God did smite the middleman with a curse, strand him in the ivy with no bars, turned from a swift piranha to a lox. This is not the kind of role you rehearse, fiddling like De Niro in the stars. This is no Pax Romana, it's a pox. Slow sickness, wish I was afraid of different things, but you can't ignore the telephone when it rings. Oh, do they tell you what becomes of actors who don't want to play the game? Well, I'll tell you what becomes of actors who think they're not all the same. Hey. cent is such a small price to pay. I tango with the tabloids while you tan, dipping that caipirinha on your yacht. I make all those charities go away. They don't need your sunshine in Sudan. Why name a price if something can't be bought? Slow sickness, I wish I was afraid of different things, but you can't ignore the telephone when it rings, when it rings, when it rings. Thank you. All right, transitioning from that record, because, you know, that's about half the record, and the rest of it's kind of garbage anyway. So this is from the previous record. This is about an affinity for suspension bridges with neon signs, and particularly the Trenton Makes, the World Takes sign that anyone who's familiar with the I-95 corridor would know quite well. Otherwise, that is a complete non sequitur, but it's not going to impact your enjoyment of the song either way. This is like a bridge. I like a bridge with a neon sign, tells you where you're going and where you've been. Give me a bridge with a moving bass line, counterpoint can cover a multitude of sins. It's not so bad, it's not so bad, if all you want to do is boogie. It's all in the letter I forgot to send. There's a story in the sky, watch his fingers drumming. A piece of shrapnel took his eye, he never saw it coming. That was Easter '72, they shipped him home with nothing else to do. He loves to show that marble and his dragon tattoo. I like a bridge with a neon sign, tells you where you're going and where you've been. Give me a bridge with a moving bass line, counterpoint can cover a multitude of sins. It's not so bad, it's not so bad, if all you want to do is boogie. It's all in the letter I forgot to send. These kids are smoking antifreeze and their music's rotten. You used to steal your mom's capris, history's forgotten. And some of us knew how to survive on seeds and stems, and Frampton comes alive. But I don't see the point of taking pictures of this dive. I like a bridge with a neon sign, tells you where you're going and where you've been. Give me a bridge with a moving bass line, counterpoint can cover a multitude of sins. It's not so bad, it's not so bad, if all you want to do is boogie. It's all in the letter I forgot to send. After all we've been through, burning in the riots, don't you think we've earned ourselves
5 minutes, brother, 5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes. So what do we do? Cut this down. So this is a couple songs from an older record, one from 2014 that we're actually going to be reissuing this year. Called War White is the Matador. So let's do this. This is Sabbath. What about the ocean? I guess it does a decent job pulling down the ones who bob too far from shore. And what about the children? Defile the miracle of flight by shoving bottle rockets up the ass of life. There's nothing that keeps its promise, so you best just settle in for a longer than anticipated stay, a colder than anticipated day. Help me, I can't see my hand in front of my face, in front of my face. Women, they come and go, but mostly go, and when they come, believe me, I'm the last to know. And what of your devotion, repaid with pestilence and bile, an ugly shoe that simply won't go out of style? But there's nothing that keeps its promise. Even God can't call you back. Piss and miss, eventually you'll see. The third rail hums with electricity. Oh, help me, I can't see my hand in front of my face, in front of my face, in front of my face, in front of my face. You, naked fryer of eggs, and I'm the secretary too. The jackknife hinge of your legs. We'll see who wears the skirt in this family now. Start the infernal machine, all attempts to get the heart to shut up and say what it means have failed so miserably the paddles come out. Recite the alphabet of pain, Phoenician characters that pinch the skin. I am the Alpha and Omega, oh please don't make me beg you dear. I'm dying here, put on your glasses cause you'll need them to read the fine print on the arm. How can you keep them on the farm when the lamb has lost its charm? And it lost its charm so very long ago. Pain is almost guaranteed, don't let it tumble down the drain. Shove your arm in and take what you need. I can't protect you, but I'd sure like to watch. Do, 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 do. Recite the alphabet of pain. Phoenician characters that pinch the skin. I am the Alpha and Omega. Oh, please don't make me beg you, dear. I'm dying here. Recite the alphabet of pain. Phoenician characters that pinch the skin. I am the Alpha and Omega. Oh, please don't make me beg you, dear. I'm dying here. Put on your glasses, 'cause you need them. Put on your glasses, 'cause you need them. Don't lose your glasses, 'cause you need them. Thank you, folks. My name's Ward White. Stick around for the splendiferous